Have you ever noticed your eyes feeling dry after just a few minutes of reading? Or maybe street signs look blurrier when you're driving home at night, even with your glasses on? If you're over 60, you're not imagining it. These are some of the most common frustrations seniors face when the eyes start to change with age. The truth is, vision decline doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up on you. One day you realize you need more light to read, or you find yourself squinting in a restaurant just to see the menu. And the problem isn't only about clarity, it's about independence. Losing sharp vision means missing the small joys of life. Reading your grandchild's birthday card, recognizing a friend across the street, or watching a movie without constant strain. But here's the part most seniors don't hear often enough. You're not powerless. While aging does put extra stress on the retina and macula, science shows that lifestyle, especially what you eat, plays a huge role in protecting your vision. According to Harvard Health, certain nutrients can slow down or even delay age-related macular degeneration, one of the top causes of vision loss in seniors. And guess what? These nutrients aren't locked away in expensive supplements. They're hiding in everyday food, tiny, affordable, and easy to add to your meals. I'm talking about seeds. Yes, the same little seeds you might sprinkle on a salad or bake into bread. Inside those tiny shells are powerful antioxidants, omega-3 south, and minerals that keep your eyes hydrated, your retina strong, and your circulation flowing. That's why today, we're counting down the top 5 seeds every senior should eat for better eye health and retina protection. Each seed on this list is backed by research, senior-friendly, and simple to add to your daily routine. And trust me, you'll want to stay until number 1 knits the most surprising, and it just might become your new favorite. So, grab a pen, or even just mentally take notes, because these seeds are more than snacks. They're small, natural tools to help you stay independent, confident, and connected to the world around you. After the age of 60, the eyes begin to face challenges that many of us never expected. Blood circulation slows down, tiny capillaries that bring oxygen to the retina weaken, and inflammation quietly builds up. On top of that, oxidative stress, the same process that causes metal to rust, slowly damages the delicate tissues in your eyes. That's why so many seniors notice common struggles. Needing brighter light just to read the morning paper, squinting at menus in dimly lit restaurants, feeling nervous about driving at night because headlights look like bright glares, or even missing the smile of a loved one across the room. I remember meeting a gentleman at church who loved singing hymns with the congregation, but over time he stopped. Not because he lost his voice, but because he couldn't see the lyrics clearly anymore. He told me, "It's like the world around me is fading, one line of print at a time." That story stuck with me, because it shows how vision loss isn't just about the eyes, it's about losing connection with people, with community, and with the activities that bring joy. Harvard Health has reported that while aging is inevitable, diet plays a critical role in how fast or slow these changes happen. Nutrients like lutein, zeaxanthin, omega-3 fatty acids, and zinc are strongly linked to protecting the retina and slowing down age-related macular degeneration, AMD. In other words, what you put on your plate today could determine how well you see tomorrow. And here's the real tragedy. Vision loss in seniors rarely comes suddenly. It's not like flipping a switch from clear to dark. It's gradual. So gradual, you don't even notice it until your independence starts slipping away. First, you struggle with fine print, then with recognizing faces, then with driving confidently. The slow loss of independence can feel more devastating than blindness itself. But let me say this clearly, you are not helpless. Protecting your vision doesn't always mean relying only on prescription drops or expensive supplements. In fact, sometimes the most powerful solutions are the simplest ones, hidden in foods we often overlook. That's why today's countdown matters, because inside 5 humble seeds, tiny, affordable, available at every grocery store, you'll find some of the strongest allies for senior eye health. They're easy to add to your daily meals, they don't break the bank, and they offer natural support for circulation, hydration, and retinal protection. So, let's dive in. Starting with number 5, a seed you probably already know but may not realize how powerful it is for your eyes. Coming in at number 5 is a seed you might walk past in the grocery store without giving it a second thought: sesame seeds. Tiny, almost invisible, often just sprinkled on top of a bun, but don't be fooled. These little dots carry more power for your eyes than most people realize. Think about this. As we age, the highways that carry blood to our retina, the tiny vessels at the back of your eye start to narrow. Less oxygen, less nutrition, more strain. That's when your eyes feel heavy at night, or you notice you need to rub them just to keep going. Sesame seeds step in like gentle helpers, keeping those vessels open and flexible, making sure your eyes don't feel starved. Let me tell you about Clara, a 72-year-old retired teacher I once spoke with. She loved her evening crossword puzzles, but by 7 p.m., her eyes would grow so tired, she could barely finish half a page. She said it felt like a dull weight pressing behind her eyes, instead of relying on yet another bottle of artificial tears. She tried something new, adding a spoonful of toasted sesame seeds to her dinner salad. Just a small change, nothing dramatic. But a few weeks later, Clara told me she could breeze through her puzzles again. And watching her favorite evening shows didn't leave her squinting. Her eyes simply felt more alive. That's what I love about sesame seeds. They're not flashy, they're not trendy, but they quietly do their job. You don't need to measure or prepare anything complicated. Sprinkle them on vegetables, stir them into oatmeal, or spread a little tahini on toast. Seniors who struggle with chewing find sesame paste especially easy and enjoyable. For me, sesame seeds are like the unsung heroes of eye health. They don't shout for attention, but they build the foundation your eyes depend on: good circulation, antioxidant support, and steady comfort. And when you use them consistently, you'll notice the difference most in the evenings, when your eyes usually feel the most worn out. That's why sesame seeds take the number 5 spot on our list. Small, subtle, but surprisingly powerful. One spoonful can be the difference between rubbing your eyes in frustration and enjoying that book, that crossword, or that movie all the way to the end. Now let's move to number 4, a crunchy favorite that might remind you of baseball games, but turns out to be one of the best natural protectors for your retina. Next on our list are pumpkin seeds crunchy. Green little gems you may remember scooping out of jack-o'-lanterns at Halloween. Many of us think of them as just a snack, but for senior eyes, they're much more than that. Pumpkin seeds are one of the richest natural sources of zinc, a mineral that plays a starring role in vision. Zinc helps move vitamin A from your food into the retina, where it supports the pigments that let you see clearly, especially in low light.
Nice.
Without enough zinc, night vision often suffers, and the risk of age-related macular degeneration goes up. I'll never forget Harold, a 68-year-old retired mechanic. He loved visiting his daughter in the evenings, but driving after dark became a real struggle. Headlights blurred, streetlights looked like glowing halos, and he felt unsafe behind the wheel. His doctor found his zinc levels were low, something surprisingly common in older adults. So Harold started adding a small handful of pumpkin seeds to his afternoon routine. Just 3 weeks later, he noticed a difference. The glare wasn't as harsh, and he said, "I feel like I got a bit of confidence back on the road." The beauty of pumpkin seeds is how versatile they are. You can enjoy them roasted and unsalted as a simple snack, sprinkle them on oatmeal or salads for crunch, or blend ground pumpkin seeds into smoothies if chewing is a challenge. They're also packed with magnesium and antioxidants, which support circulation and reduce oxidative stress, the silent wear and tear that slowly affects the retina. What makes pumpkin seeds so valuable is their ability to quietly strengthen your foundation of vision health. No complicated recipes, no expensive products, just a natural, senior-friendly food that's easy to enjoy and consistently nourishing. And now, let's move forward. If pumpkin seeds help you see better at night, the next seed we'll talk about works wonders during the day, especially if you've been battling the irritation and discomfort of dry eyes. Now let's talk about a seed many of us already know and enjoy: sunflower seeds. Maybe you've snacked on them while watching a ball game, or sprinkled them over a salad for some crunch. What most people don't realize is that these little seeds carry a secret weapon for seniors. They can bring real relief for tired, dry eyes. Here's the deal. As we age, the natural tear film that keeps our eyes moist and comfortable begins to break down. That's why so many seniors describe their eyes as gritty, burning, or just plain tired by the afternoon. Sunflower seeds are loaded with vitamin E and healthy fats that help protect and rebuild that moisture layer. In simple terms, they give your eyes the lubrication they've been craving. I once met Joyce, a 79-year-old choir singer. She loved driving herself to rehearsals, but by evening her eyes would grow foggy and tight. She said it felt like a pulling sensation behind her eyes. Whenever she tried to read music or drive at dusk, her doctor suggested she add a spoonful of unsalted sunflower seeds to her afternoon snack. Just a small change. Nothing complicated. Within a few weeks, Joyce noticed her eyes weren't straining as much. She could read her sheet music again, and driving home after practice didn't leave her feeling anxious. That's the quiet magic of sunflower seeds. You don't need a prescription. You don't need to change your whole diet, just a small handful added to what you already eat. Try sprinkling them on Greek yogurt with some berries, mixing them into oatmeal, or even blending them into baked goods if you prefer a softer texture. What makes sunflower seeds special isn't just the vitamin E. They also contain minerals like magnesium and selenium, which help keep blood vessels relaxed and circulation flowing to the eyes. So while you enjoy the crunch, your body is working behind the scenes to keep your vision clearer and more comfortable. For me, sunflower seeds are like a quiet afternoon friend. They don't shout, they don't demand much, but they give your eyes the support to stay fresh and hydrated when you need it most. So, if dry eyes have been bothering you, or if you often feel that burning fatigue by the end of the day, consider this little seed. It may be small, but it can help bring back comfort to your vision. And next, we'll move up to number 2, a seed that's not only rich in omega-3 south, but also protects the very center of your eyesight. The macula, where the sharpness and detail of your vision truly live. Coming in at number 2 is a seed that often hides in plain sight, flax seeds. They may look ordinary, but for seniors, they can be a powerful shield for one of the most important parts of your vision, the macula. The macula is the tiny central area of your retina that lets you see fine details. It's what allows you to read the words on a page, recognize a loved one's smile, or follow the lines of a hymn book. Unfortunately, after the age of 70, the macula becomes one of the most vulnerable areas of the eye. When it weakens, everyday tasks like reading menus or driving can become frustrating, even frightening. Here's where flax seeds come in. They're one of the richest plant sources of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly ALA, which helps calm inflammation in the macula. Inflammation is like a slow-burning fire that damages the delicate photoreceptor cells, the cells that pick up detail, contrast, and color. By reducing that fire, flax seeds help keep those cells nourished and sharp. I remember Harold, a 74-year-old grandfather, who used to complain about glare when driving at dusk. Headlights would scatter across his vision, and he had to squint through conversations in restaurants because of the bright lights. A friend suggested he try adding ground flaxseed to his breakfast yogurt. After just a month, Harold noticed something different. Less squinting, fewer headaches, and smoother digestion too. At his next eye checkup, even his doctor noticed reduced irritation around the macula. What makes flax seeds extra special is something called lignans, a rare type of antioxidant found in only a few foods. Lignans work like little bodyguards, neutralizing free radicals that cause oxidative stress inside the eye. So with flax, you're getting both inflammation control and antioxidant protection, a double defense for your vision. And here's a fun bonus. Flax also supports gut health, which might sound unrelated, but it isn't. Science now shows there's a gut-tie connection. When your gut is healthier, your whole body, including your eyes, experiences less inflammation. Seniors who add flax often notice not just clearer vision, but better digestion and more energy throughout the day. The key to flax is this: you must eat them ground, not whole. Whole flax seeds pass through the body without releasing their nutrients. But ground flax, that's where the magic happens. You can grind them at home in a coffee grinder or buy pre-ground flax from the store. Sprinkle a teaspoon into oatmeal, blend into smoothies, or stir into soups. It practically disappears into your meals. For me, flax seeds are like quiet guardians of detail. They don't just help you see, they help you hold on to the small, beautiful moments that matter most. The grin on your grandchild's face, the lines of your favorite book, the comfort of seeing clearly under bright lights. So, if you want to give your macula the best protection possible, flax seeds deserve a place in your kitchen. And now, we've reached the top of our list. Number 1 is the seed that surprises most people. It's tiny, versatile, and loaded with nutrients that rival expensive supplements. Seniors who use it often notice not just better vision, but more hydrated and comfortable eyes. Let's talk about the tiny Powerhouse chia seeds. At the very top of our list sits a seed so small, you could almost miss it: chia seeds. They've shown up in trendy smoothies and health drinks, but for seniors, chia seeds are far more than a fad. They're like tiny powerhouses built to protect your vision from the inside out. Why chia? For starters, they're one of the best plant-based sources of omega-3 fatty acids, the type that helps reduce inflammation and keep blood flowing through the retina. Remember, the retina is like the film in a camera. It captures everything you see. When inflammation builds up, that film becomes cloudy, and details start to fade. Omega-3 south from chia help keep it clear. But chia offers something extra special. They contain lutein and zeaxanthin, the same nutrients found in high-end eye supplements. These compounds act like sunglasses for your retina, shielding it from harmful light and everyday oxidative stress. For seniors who spend time outdoors or who enjoy reading under bright lamps, this protection is priceless. And here's a unique benefit. When chia seeds are soaked in water, they form a natural gel. That gel doesn't just look interesting, it actually mimics the moisture your eyes need. Many seniors who deal with dry, scratchy eyes find chia helps hydrate them from the inside out. Let me tell you about Edna, a 76-year-old who battled constant eye irritation. She kept bottles of artificial tears in her purse, her kitchen, even on her nightstand. A friend suggested she add a teaspoon of chia to her morning oatmeal. Within 3 weeks, she noticed she wasn't reaching for those drops nearly as often. Her eyes felt more comfortable, and at her next appointment, her doctor even remarked on reduced inflammation. For Edna, that tiny spoonful was life-changing. The best part, chia seeds are incredibly easy to use. Stir them into oatmeal, blend them into smoothies, or soak them overnight in water to make a refreshing chia tonic. They don't have a strong flavor, so they fit right into meals you already enjoy. Just remember, never eat them dry. They expand like little sponges, so always drink plenty of water with them. What I love about chia is how accessible it is. Like expensive supplements or complicated treatments, chia is simple, affordable, and gentle enough for seniors. A spoonful a day may not sound like much, but over time, it gives your eyes the consistent support they need: less dryness, clearer vision, and stronger protection against age-related decline. So, if I had to choose only one seed to recommend for senior eye wellness, it would be chia. Tiny, versatile, and powerful, it truly deserves the #1 spot on this list. And now that we've covered all 5, let's tie everything together with some extra tips that go beyond seeds. Simple habits that can keep your vision sharp and your eyes comfortable for years to come. Seeds are powerful allies, but they're only part of the bigger picture. Eye health, especially for seniors, depends on daily habits that either protect or slowly wear down your vision. Along with adding sesame, pumpkin, sunflower, flax, and chia seeds to your diet, here are a few simple but effective ways to keep your eyes working comfortably. First, eat more leafy greens like spinach and kale. These vegetables are packed with lutein and zeaxanthin, the same protective pigments that guard your retina against harmful light. So a simple spinach omelet for breakfast or a kale salad at lunch can give your eyes the boost they need. I once spoke with George, an 82-year-old, who combined chia seeds with spinach smoothies 3 times a week. He said not only did he feel more energetic, but his eyes didn't tire out as quickly when reading. Second, stay hydrated. It sounds simple, but dehydration is one of the most overlooked causes of dry eyes. Seniors often drink less water to avoid extra bathroom trips, but the trade-off is that their eyes suffer. Keeping a glass of water nearby throughout the day or sipping herbal tea can make a real difference. Third, protect your eyes from UV rays. Just like your skin, your eyes age faster when exposed to sunlight. Wearing a good pair of sunglasses when you step outside is like putting armor on your retina. Think of it as sunscreen for your vision. Fourth, avoid smoking or exposure to secondhand smoke. According to the CDC, smokers are twice as likely to develop age-related macular degeneration. Quitting, or even cutting back, is one of the best gifts you can give your eyes and your overall health. And finally, rest your eyes. Today's seniors are reading on tablets, scrolling on phones, or watching TV for hours. That's fine, but remember the 20-20-20 rule. Every 20 minutes, look at something 20 feet away for at least 20 seconds. It relaxes your eye muscles and prevents strain. When combined with seeds, these habits form a complete plan for protecting vision. Food, hydration, sunlight protection, and rest-e, it's not about one big change, but small, consistent actions. Seniors who embrace these steps often find they can read longer, drive more confidently, and simply enjoy life without the constant reminder of tired, dry eyes. Your eyes are precious. Treating them with care doesn't have to be complicated. It's about choosing simple, everyday habits that send a powerful message. Your vision is worth protecting. Here's a quick guide you can follow starting today. Sprinkle a spoonful of sesame seeds on salads or vegetables to keep circulation flowing. Snack on pumpkin seeds in the afternoon for extra zinc to support night vision. Add sunflower seeds to yogurt, oatmeal, or as a light snack to ease dry, tired eyes. Mix ground flax seeds into smoothies, pancakes, or soup to protect the macula at the center of your sharp vision. Soak chia seeds overnight and enjoy them in water, juice, or oatmeal for all-around retinal protection and eye hydration. Bonus habits. Eat leafy greens a few times a week. Sip water throughout the day. Wear sunglasses outside and give your eyes regular breaks. Think of this checklist as a small map for senior eye wellness. You don't need to do everything at once, just pick 1 or 2 steps to begin with and build from there. Over time, these little actions add up to big protection for your vision. So there you have it, a handful of tiny seeds and a few simple habits that can make a big difference for your eyes. None of this is complicated. None of it requires you to overhaul your life. It's just about sprinkling small, steady choices into the routines you already have. Think about it this way. Every spoonful of seeds, every glass of water, every pair of sunglasses you put on is like casting a vote for your independence. You're telling your body, I still want to read. I still want to drive. I still want to see the faces of the people I love. I've seen seniors regain comfort, confidence, and clarity just by making these little changes. Not overnight, not with a miracle cure, but slowly and steadily, like planting seeds in a garden and watching them grow. I'd love to hear from you. Which of these seeds feels easiest for you to start with: sesame, pumpkin, sunflower, flax, or chia? Or maybe you already have a favorite snack that keeps your eyes feeling comfortable. Share your story in the comments. You never know, your tip might inspire another senior to protect their vision too. And if this video gave you something useful, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. That way you'll stay connected with more natural, senior-friendly wellness tips to help you stay strong, independent, and healthy. And remember, all the tips we shared today are meant to guide and inspire you. Always check with your doctor before making changes to your diet or routine. With that said, I want to leave you with this. Take care of your eyes, and they'll take care of you. Even small daily habits like adding seeds to your meals or taking a short break to rest your eyes can make a big difference over time. I wish you clear vision, steady health, and many more bright days to enjoy the people and the moments you love most. Stay well, my friend, and I'll see you in the next video.